their way back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Go to my page.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He stays up.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they were faking from the 3-yard line, right? When you line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball to the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. T.J. Watt coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Throwing. Prescott. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Well, you know, Charles, just thinking back, it was around this time a year ago, Hurricane Harvey was devastating the Houston area and other areas there in southeast Texas. 1 year later, though, J.J. Watt's Foundation announced it had raised and given $41.6 million in the last calendar year.
That's phenomenal. And he was the NFL Man of the Year. last season, and rightly so for what he did. And if I'm not incorrect, his goal when he started this to help all the people was $200,000.
$41.6 million minus $200,000. That's a pretty good margin there.
That's a heck of a margin. Congratulations to J.J. Watt, his foundation, and to everyone who contributed to help out the people in Houston.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. But with the incompletion there, gives us time to hit on the retirement Charles of Eric Decker. Of course, played for the Broncos, Jets, and Titans. Was with the Patriots this preseason, but now he's going to step aside.
I think he had a fantastic career because look at it this way. Getting 1,000 yards in one season for a receiver.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on first down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And that one results in 35 yards. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Bailey now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
They bring the cart. Let's go. Get back out there. Jack 16.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Focus. Knock her out.
Again, it's Bell. Couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this game, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Finding room to the 20. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here come the Cowboys. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. Prescott is going to fire one deep open. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sean Davis with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
This nigga here, he's up here brawling like.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Boom. Left side quit that.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Man right side is Smith-Schuster complete. And he'll be 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Room here to run. Ooh. The 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's hauled in by Rodgers for a Steeler touchdown. Eli Rodgers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score's going to stay right where it is. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Power running by Zeke. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Power running by Zeke. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Here go 46. Here go 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As we inch closer to the regular season, I'm just peering down at some of the preseason records. Right now, Ravens 4-0, Bengals, Panthers, Cardinals, all 3-0. I guess my question is, what stock do you put in these preseason records?
Well, the easy answer is nothing, because the preseason doesn't really matter. But some organizations do put more stock in it than others. Some of them want to win every preseason game. Others don't worry about that at all. Intel has told me that only one team has won the Super Bowl after going 0-4 in the preseason, and that was in a strike year, I believe, when Washington did it. So, for the most part, you just don't want to go winless in the preseason. But remember this, the Browns and the Lions both went 4-0 preseasons, then they went 0-16 in the regular season.
Speaking of winless teams, Eagles and Falcons both winless right now, could be Super Bowl contenders.
I still think that they're going to be, whether they go winless or not.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action, now Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The give is to Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to...
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. About 3 yards there to the 27.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here we go, 46. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Prescott down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out.
And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out in the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
All right, here we go.
I'm getting the athletic finishing.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Hey, 47. 26.
10th carry now for Elliott. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back to about the 37-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. On 3rd down, Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size and this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, game. Set. Like 30. Mike 54. Mike 54. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Let's go.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throw that side complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Let's go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio.
Look at the score. It's no way of nothing.
Brown, 60 yards. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they can come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well. On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
That bitch sound like a Chevy engine.
There you go. Wide in. Hey, it's our house.
Why? Let me do that.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hustle, hustle.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And oh, he hurdles him and into space. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Damn, I ain't never seen that.
Picked off around the 27. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And Bailey missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Heinz Field has always been a tough place for field goal kickers. It's just a very heavy side. Plus, you've got an open end of the field with wind coming off the Allegheny. And sure enough, and it's no good.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown.
Caught that shit.
And he's brought down after a good game.
I'm about to
Charles,
get
I
on
think
the
when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a